The rules to come or to be here actually to stay in our day shelter or in our user room also is very simple. Don't be aggressive, and nor verbally nor physically. Bring your own drugs. You are allowed by an agreement with the police, with the healthcare service, and with us to have 0.5 grams of hard drugs. It can be a combination, can be cocaine, heroin, doesn't matter. You are allowed to have 0.5 grams, which is very good for our clients also, because if they get stopped in the streets and they have a minimum amount of drugs with them, they can always say like, look, I'm on my way to the user room, and they don't get punished or prosecuted for that. People have to bring their own drugs also because we don't want dealers inside. We don't want to have the phenomenon of dealing, because dealing brings in the phenomenon of that the dealer is the boss of the user room, because then we don't make the rules anymore, but the dealer makes the rules. Because of course, if you're a drug addict, you rather listen to the dealer than to the facilitator. This is very important. Then it is also not allowed to bring in stuff you want to sell, or in the end to sell stuff you have with you. It's not allowed that, I don't know, healing? No, not healing, you call it, I don't know, selling goods. It's not allowed to prostitute yourself. It's not allowed to gamble for money or drugs. And this is all because we want to, we have to take care that people don't participate in money accumulating businesses in the user room. Of course, sometimes it happens that people, for example, that one has to go to the dealer and that other people give money to one person and they say, okay, I will go and I buy for 2 other people, so he will come back and have more stuff than usual. But this is, we call it sharing, and it is because of a need, and it's not because of professional habit. Then another very important rule we have is we have the 1 hour rule. 1 hour rule means basically that people, if they go out of the user room, they have to stay out for 1 hour. This is to make sure that people don't stay in front of the facility, that they don't stay in the neighborhood if they go for drugs, if they meet the dealers, if they make money somehow. That people have to go a bit further away and not stay, be annoyance to the neighbors and to the neighborhood. So this is we always have a bit of discussion about that, because of course it's very hard for people to stay outside. Also, you go outside to score, and then of course if you score you will have the drugs in your pocket and you want to use, and you're not allowed to come back. So why do you have to stay outside for so long? The reason is we had very bad experiences, like dealers standing in front of the door and people just rushing in and out, and this is for our own safety. The average age, which might be interesting, of our user room is at this moment 38 years, which means we have a very, very low rate of young people. This is mostly old people with a long history of drug use. Where the young people are at the moment is not really known. There are young people, I heard about it, but they are not finding the way to our facilities. Maybe because they are reached much earlier by professional healthcare, but they don't build up a long history of using right now. So what we see is that our clients getting older and older and older. By having a stable environment, by having a stable care system around them, and actually they are surviving. I have now the first pensioners in my user room, people who are 66, 67, and they still function, and they still come every day, and they make use of the facility every day. and I don't see I don't see any negative effects on them. It's more positive.